Just a quick reminder that in 4 days from now, so on the 30th of October, I'm pretty sure it's a day before Halloween, you know, I've teamed up with Rematch GG and I'm actually going to be hosting my own solo tournament. So yes, of course this will be in Fortnite, solo arena, it's going to be FNCS format, there'll be 5 games, and you guys, my community, will have a chance to earn some money. The prize pool will be $150, first gets 75, second gets 50, and third will get $25. It won't be that hard to get top 3, you may as well come along and play. I literally made a full video about this, you can watch that after this video. But yeah, I'll link that down below. I'll also link my Discord down below. You will need to join that if you want to take part in the tournament. Just join the Discord and I'll post an announcement probably today, and just read the announcement. Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Fxtch here, back with a brand new YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can actually start improving and getting better at Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, you may feel you are at your peak in terms of that you're just not progressing anymore. Like, you feel as if you are just not improving, and in today's video, I'm going to help you actually fix that. I'm sure there are many of things that you are not doing, and that in some way is stunting your growth as a player, and I'm here today to mend those things. You know, if you go ahead to enjoy the video, drop a like for me. Super simple thing for you to do if you enjoy the video. Like, it literally takes 2 seconds, helps me out way more than you think. Like, it's really appreciated. Just simply dropping a like, it goes a long way. And you know, I've said it in the last 2 videos, but if you don't drop a like, it's simple. Donald Mustard, he'll come to your house, he'd hold you captive, and he's gonna spike your hair. Oh, and if you want to go the extra mile, subscribe to the channel as well. We're grinding towards 100k right now. Any help I can get towards that milestone would be just great. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. We're just gonna literally jump straight into the good stuff, or what you guys came here for, how to improve or actually get better at Fortnite. Now, first of all, the hard truth, I'm just gonna hit you with it. Like, this is, I guess, the first tip to improve, but what I'm talking about now is practice. Now, I've said it so many times, so many of you are just not practicing, and even if you think you are then either just not doing it efficiently or effectively, or maybe you're just not doing it at all. And believe it or not, you might think that's a no-brainer, but it's literally the case for most of you. Like, I can guarantee 80% of you on this video are guilty of this. You don't put in the time and you don't practice. Like, you were hopping on Fortnite, you were just going maybe straight into arena, maybe just getting on and going straight into a tournament like FNCS Opens, anything like that. Like, you cannot be doing that. You need to be getting online, warming up, and practicing each and every day. This needs to be an everyday thing. And no, that doesn't mean going creative for 20 minutes and just free build. I mean, that isn't exactly practicing. I mean, it is like you are practicing your build, your mechanics, you're exercising those, so in some way you will find improvement doing that. But I can assure you, even if you are going in creative and building, you're just doing the same builds every day. You're not trying to learn new retakes, techniques, anything like that. Like, that is probably also the case. And even if you are building mechanics, that isn't all you need in Fortnite. You need good aim, game sense, and relating to game sense, you need to actually be revising areas you are maybe not so confident with or just weaker at. So what exactly am I telling you to do here? This is what you need yourself to actually want to do to improve, and that is just practice. Set yourself up a schedule maybe. Like, that is a really great way to get into habits. You want to build habits. You want to build this idea in your head that you cannot go on, you cannot get straight into a game. What you need to do is first, maybe do some building, or a more efficient thing would be to head into maybe an editing course map, something like that, to practice your edits for maybe even just 15 minutes, warm up your editing, then maybe go into like a free build map, just free build, have some fun, just crank, maybe try some new things, watch some videos, explore, I don't know, retakes. Like, at least that way you're then progressing and adding to what you know and can do within the game. And then maybe once you've warmed up your editing, your building, just what would be considered textbook mechanics, you then want to work on things such as your aim. So go into an aim practice map, an in-game aim trainer. Like, what is a better way to practice your aim than doing it in-game, like on the actual game itself? You'll be practicing using Fortnite's actual aiming mechanics, and also with using external applications such as Kovacs or Aim Labs. Although there's a lot more variety and freedom, and you can learn a lot harder things, which will in turn better the more simple things within Fortnite. The only issue with those applications is that your sensitivity will never be 100% correct. So at least if you were doing it within Fortnite, you're actually practicing with your sensitivity like to the T. Like, it can't be wrong, and even just micro senses to your sensitivity, if you're practicing every day with just a slightly different sensitivity on these external applications, maybe such as Aim Labs, even something as small as that can make the practice you were doing the equivalent to what would be hours put in will basically just be ineffective. Like, that won't actually translate into game, and you won't be improving as much as you should be. So yeah, I guess that's a tip in itself. If you're going to be aim practicing, do it in game, like Scavox Aim Trainer map, a great map to do. I mean, I literally made a video yesterday about the top 5 best creative maps you can be using to warm up within Fortnite, and that ties into this right now, having a warm up routine, you know, practicing when you get online. Like, like you can watch that video and there will be some good creative maps you can use and actually put into play. Of course, don't watch that video yet, watch the rest of this video out and I'll put it on the end screen. You can then watch it after this. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about it much more. That kind of rounds up, I guess, the first tip I'm going to give you. You just need to be practicing your craft and stick to a schedule. Only you can create your own schedule. Like, it's morally subjective, so you just have to figure out what works for you and really try and stick to that, and trust me, you will make progress. And now swiftly moving on, the next tip I'm going to give to you how you can actually get better at Fortnite and improve would be to take part in as many tournaments as possible. So now, guessing you have a warm-up routine every day, you're practicing certain areas to the game, maybe your weaknesses. You now need to begin putting that actually into the game, into a real situation, a real Fortnite game. And what's the best way to do that than in an actual tournament? So pretty as intense and competitive as it gets. Now, you may not be the best player, but over time, being in the situations and even dying, like losing, isn't a bad thing. If you're going into maybe FNCS Opens and you maybe get like 20 to 30 points in the whole of the tournament, so you play out a full 10 games and don't necessarily do that good, you're nowhere near qualifying. Does that really matter? Depending on how you think about it, you know, it could do. But at the end of the day, if you're going in there and learning either way, so if someone kills you, you can learn from that. You can look back, you can VOD review, a great thing to improve, VOD reviewing. Like, all of these things literally tie in, but you can VOD review, you can clip your stuff, you can watch back your replays when you're dying and see where you went wrong. Maybe write it down on like a notepad, like a piece of paper. Literally write down what went wrong, write down how you can fix that, and then apply that to your next game. Or if you've concluded the tournament, do it next tournament. Honestly, one of the best ways you can improve, you just need to put yourself out there, be playing in as many tournaments, many scrims maybe as you can. I own a scrim server myself called ASAP Scrims. I own the server. We are planning to run daily scrims. It's a multi-region scrim server. We have every region in one server. It's laid out in a way where it's super convenient. Everything is well organized and managed. You know, if you want to place a Discord server you can join for what would soon be daily scrims, you can join ASAP and that'll be linked down below. I own the server again. It's mine. It's for my community. And trust me, just by playing those games, you will learn a lot and be able to just explore as a player. And now moving on to my third tip, what that would be is somewhat relating to VOD reviewing and looking back at gameplay. In addition to looking back at your own gameplay, you can also look back at others' gameplays. So whether you do that in-game, there's like an in-game feature where you can go into the compete tab, go to the leaderboard, and you can actually watch back like pro player games. So you can maybe go on FNCS finals leaderboard, you can see like the top 10 all the way down to like the top, I think 250 is finals. There's only 250 people that can get in, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but let's say 250. You can go through and I'd say maybe just look at the top 10, watch back every single person who placed top 10. You can click on their name and watch back their gameplay. Now this is super easy to do. You can literally do it in game. It'll take you into like kind of a replay mode thing. I'm sure you all know what I'm on about, but you can watch back their gameplay, skim through and learn from anything from their drop spots, the way they're killing people, the way they're dying, and maybe making changes in the next game to potentially fix that or avoid that. And just by doing that, you will learn so much. Another way you can learn from others would be to watch Twitch streams, YouTube videos. So usually people like, let's say Clicks, everyone knows Clicks. He live streams a lot of his tournaments. He also has just got a dual PC, so that means he won't lag at all when streaming. He'll get no latency or input lag when streaming tournaments. And I know he did stop streaming tournaments for a bit because he had a single PC. It was affecting his gameplay and performance, but you know, he's now got a double PC set up. He's going to be streaming a lot more tournaments. You can watch him live playing these tournaments in the flesh, watch it right there and then, and see what he's doing as a pro player to get off spawn, get kills, and just win the game, anything like that. And if you can't make it to live streams, using Clicks again for an example, on his YouTube channel, he uploads almost highlights of all of his events. So just say he places while in FNCS, he'll have his editor dumb down and like cut all his gameplay up into like a 10-minute video which shows all the highlights, the best things he's doing early game, mid game, and end game, and you can watch those in literally like 10 minutes and learn so much. Like, that's if you're watching a lot of them. And now the fourth and I think final tip I'm going to give in this video, like I really do not have much more to talk about or cover after this, but what should be the final tip would be mentality. You really need to work on mindset and mentality. And I know guys, it's easier said than done. Like, it definitely isn't an easy task not to get tilted when playing Fortnite. Like, it's weirdly a very addictive and frustrating game. Like, if you die, it's going to be annoying for the most part, but the last thing you want to do is get angry. That will only build a negative mindset and mentality for the rest of the games you play. Let's say, I don't know, you go into your first game of a tournament, you go into the game really positive, ready to win, you are determined, you then die of spawn, you rage, you are really angry, and then you go into your next game angry. That is just going to set you up for failure. If you are going into a game with a bad mentality, you will literally just play bad. That's kind of how it is, unless some way you get lucky. Like, it's just a thing that will most likely happen. It's kind of like manifestation. Like, if you manifest that you are going to perform well, die of spawn, you're like, shake it off, like, whatever, I died of spawn, like, I just need to chill, I need to think about what happened, what made me die, how can I fix that next game, how can I go into my next game and make sure that mistake or whatever happened does not happen again. And then you're going to go into your next game with a positive mentality, and I can assure you, you will play a lot better. Like, for me, the rule I give myself is, if I die maybe of a spawn, if I want to have like a little rage, a little complain about the reason I died, I'm not going to ready up straight for a new game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to die, I'm going to maybe complain for a little bit, I'm I'm gonna just give myself time to complain, right? I'm gonna let all my steam off, complain. I'm not gonna ready up into a new game. I'm gonna wait till I fully calm down. I'm then gonna think, what happened? What was it that made me die? How can I improve that? I'm then gonna make sure I'm hyped, I'm positive, ready to get into the next game. I'm then gonna ready up, get into the next game, and I should be then chilling, or at least play a lot better, right? Because if you're still worrying or complaining about the previous game when you're now loading into a new game, that is just not good whatsoever. And also, mentality is the reason some of these top tier pros are pros. The reason they are performing and placing almost every tournament. Players like Booger, he really does preach us. That mindset is everything, and Booger's great for it. He'll die of spawn, he may get a little angry, poke some fun at the player or the game, but for the most part, you know, if he's complaining, he's only gonna then blame himself. And Booger is only one example of pros who do this, and I do genuinely believe the reason Booger is so successful at the game is literally his mindset, how he thinks. He's so positive and determined. Although he may not look it or sound all the time, he may get a little tilted or frustrated with the game, maybe just a little bored at sometimes, but if he wants to go into a game and win that game, Booger's probably doing it. And with that being said, there isn't much more I need to talk about, right? I've went over as much as I possibly could. Like, what I've gave you in this video is just hard fact. If you're not doing these 4 things, you're not applying these 4 tips I've just gave you, you generally just won't improve at the game. It's that simple. Now, if you got to this point in the video, I did help you in any way, shape, or form, the least you can do for me is drop a like. It's the least you can do, you know. I mean, I guess I've did my job right. Surely you enjoyed the video. And if not, you can always leave constructive criticism down below. I'm always up for that too. I like bettering myself as a content creator and improving my videos for you guys every single day I upload. Oh, and if you guys really want to support me, what you can do is use my code within the item shop and also subscribe to the channel. Really would be appreciated. We're on that grind to 100k subscribers before the end of the year. May sound really far-fetched, but I feel like we can do it. I'm grinding the content right now. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day. It's been your boy Fxtch, and yeah, peace.